phrase, slope at a step 4. Number 2, write the phrase, standard form. And number 3, write the phrase, point slope form. And then would you fill in the blank with what each one of those looks like? Awesome of just knowing where to go find the answers. You know, that's if you've got that figured out, just that idea of where do I go to find the answers, you will be successful in life. Because nobody, I'll be honest with you, nobody really cares how smart you are, as long as you can produce something and make it look like you're smart. So if you just know where to go find the answers, that's all you really need to do. Remember that book, All You Need to Know You Learned in Kindergarten or something like that? You guys know what I'm talking about? What's that?
That's why Donald Trump is successful.
Oh yeah, do you think he's smart?
He's done with a box.
Probably, you know, probably not. He just knows who, right?
Yeah,
who.
he knows who.
Surround
Yeah.
yourself with good people that know how.
I personally
have
like the
resources
guy.
to find the answers, absolutely.
I love it there.
I love it when I see you guys open up the book and you know right what page to go to and you just write this stuff down. That is not copying, that is just getting the job done. Awesome. So, slope intercept for.
Okay.
Matt, what do you got for, I keep calling you Matt. Adam, what do you got for slope intercept for?
Y equals MX plus B.
Yeah. Y equals MX plus B. Standard form? No, good for the capital. Make sure you wrote that. Capital AX plus capital BY equals capital C. The capitals remind you that they can't be decimals, they can't be fractions. We'll practice going back and forth with those in a little bit. Maybe tomorrow, I guess. Point slope form, that was the new one.
Y minus Y1 equals M parentheses X minus X1.
What is the difference, Jacob, between this Y and this Y with the little subscript?
Isn't it would be like in the first set of points, isn't it?
Yep, these are, if you were given an ordered pair like -3, 5, this would go in the subscript spot, this would go in the subscript
That's what
spot.
I didn't know how to do.
If you would just have a point. They're specifics. Subscripts means specifics are coming up. Nice job, nice job. Let's get to a quiz back that you took Thursday. Last Thursday that you were here. I think this is the right Thursday. I know, because you gotta find them, right? And you see. Cool, awesome, thank you. So let's see, Kaylee, I just saw you smile a minute ago.
Is that your last name?
Holy cow. Adam? You can get it Found you, Will. Emily?
Can I talk to you after class?
Absolutely.
And something died.
Sure.
Okay. Do you want to borrow my scarf?
Yeah.
I thought you could get like
Came from another country. My mother-in-law brought it back from somewhere as a souvenir.
pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty. Alexis. Albergo, yeah.
Shane? Shane?
Josh McCrum.
Project, I don't know where this came from.
I don't know either.
Definitely one
Is that the reflex that I wondered if it's attached to it?
Anyone else have a third sheet on theirs?
No, that was the only one.
Okay, alright.
Sketched out.
That's how it was.
Yeah, we
Is it answer key? Answer key, look up something you missed. Get answer key. Is there anybody that did not get a copy of the answer key? So would you take a minute, we kind of have a big deal coming up this Friday, kind of a big deal with a test, and part of that is graphing. So can you take a couple minutes and take ownership of your own problems with what you've missed? And maybe try to look back at what you did or ask Mr. Stoddard to write so we can help you so that you don't make a mistake. These quizzes are on the last 9 weeks. It's done, it's over. If you don't like your grade, it's done, it's over, forget it. Go on to the next one. And let's just make sure Friday's a good test grade, because that's just a great way to start the 9 weeks with a good test grade. That just starts you out real strong. So let us know where we can come help you get these correct. Okay. I know what I did. Okay. Push this off of here. And so for 1, this is your y. So we should go on the y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's just see if that's always the mistake you're making. Okay, let's go to 4. All of these have y's of -3. What I would suggest you do is make your own exponential chart. The x is always -3, and if you don't then that'll make it So I would suggest an XY chart to help out with that. 5. If that's right, this is right, so it must be right. So I turn out 3 So right here is y, negative divided by negative, and then positive. Positive divided by negative. Okay, so that's that one. For number 6, you're given slope and y-intercept. Let's just go fill in this. There's our slope. That's not that big a deal. And then 8. You did everything right. Right. Parallel, this is close. That's what you did. Y-intercept is -3, that's what you did. This is good.
Like I dated her, we're friends, like it's chill.
Oh, I don't know, but you wrote an equation. This is good. So there's 8 and 3. And then, yeah, see, then you're still just starting from here, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, you're not far off. I know that's not your score, but you know more than that. Somebody else? Can we help someplace else?
This one, maybe.
1, 2, 3, right up 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know.
1, 2, 3.
It really is that.
It's over 4. You went up 3 over 3.
Okay.
It wasn't worth, but this would have been worth a lot of points. You would have got half credit. This was just a quick, easy, quick little check, not worth a lot of points. But you know what? You know what you did wrong. Yeah, yeah, is that a yes? You know what you did wrong? Okay. Anybody else? One more.
This wasn't even like match that. I guess this was supposed to be with that one, right here.
It was, I can't remember what I was, let me see. So go through, here, that's right, this should say 3 -4. So it says that you're going, 7, going through 3 -4, let's say go up. So you just go plus 3 -4, and then go. Well, yeah, that -4, but I'd be positive. It should look like this. Yeah, I know, so it's okay.
Either way.
I mean, not the end of the right. Well, you didn't go through 3 So, we're all got it. I did a -12, so I'm wrong on the code. You're wrong on where you started. I don't know where you started. But let's see, it appears that you should start at 3 -4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, yeah, so, we're not a good pair. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I was 3.
Be right there. Gotcha. I know, it should be, so it's supposed to go through, there's 2 things that are bad about it. It is this, if you look off of the half sheet, it is supposed to go through 3 -4. So go to 3 -4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's supposed to have a positive. It was go up 1, and that's 1, this will do it.
So I did it right.
If your looks like that, this is, well, but you're not at this point though. You're not at 3 -4. Oh, yeah. And you went up 2 over 1. So, what I think everybody got, even me. I want you all to look at number 7, because, 1, the answer key has a mistake. But then, as I've been talking to you and helping you work through that, we got a variety of issues I'm learning. So I think it's worth our time to do this one. We'll erase that in a bit with some cleaner. That eraser doesn't clean it. The original, look at the half sheet. And on the half sheet, it says we want to go through 3, -4. So I want to go through the point of 3, -4. And we want to use a slope of 1/2. So here's what this ought to look like. Go find this point, 3, -4, over 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, 3, 4. That point has to be on your line. Not 3. Here's what I'm seeing some of you do. Some of you put a 3 over here and a 4 down here. This is one location. Over 3, down 4. So that point needs to be on your line. From there, we need to go up 1 over 2. Up 1, not up 2 over 1. And not up 1 over 2 this way, like my paper does. But it's got a positive 1 over 2. So up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2. And then, of course, with a straight edge. You can certainly do that. You can go down 1 and left 2. Down 1 and left 2. We get the same job done. Alrighty. Now, send those answer sheets back in. Answer sheets back, please. And then open up your notebook to where we left off. We've got to create 2 pages today.
I feel better at history. The problem is just put on the board.
What's that?
I probably just put on the board.
Which one? Well, no, it isn't, because it doesn't have it intercept. No, that doesn't fit. That's a good question.
It is a point because a lot of this.
Oh, that's true.
I would have done it the same way. I would have wanted to put point and draw my line versus go to the point
Yeah.
and then get my slip off of that.
Yeah, it doesn't. I kind of blended a couple of things, didn't it?
It's beneficial that my brain works for a
What is it? You're welcome. Thank you. You guys got rulers? You need a little something?
Yeah.
Thank you. Got rulers? We got rulers. We won't need any scissors. But hopefully each basket has some. So, I do believe that the last thing that you all put in is you put 37 and 38 together, I think. So your 7th period looks a little bit different. If I could just see the last way. So you were on 37 and 38. Okay. We are going to do then 38 and 39. We're just hand creating all of ours. Did you say 38 and 39?
You mean
39 and 40. 39 and 40. 39 and 40. And would you, for you guys, just 7th period we took a little bit different plan. So for you, page 39 and 40. On the left-hand side, so on page 39. Am I on the right page, right? For you guys are 39 and 40? I know it, but this matches, it's going to look a little different up here. Put graph, graphing line on page 39.
I thought, yeah, writing linear equations.
And on page 40, This matches 7th period. You guys, it looks a little bit different. Writing equations. So for you all, you're looking at what's in red. I don't know if that's going to match up exactly what's in green. So on page 39, you're going to have a title that says graphing lines or equations. And the page 40 right next to it will be writing equations. So, on your left page, you've got a big title that you wrote graphing lines. You'll take that straight edge, just divide your page into 4 quadrants. Make them as big, make your quadrants as big as will fit. With a title of graphing lines.
What do you think about?
What do you mean? You don't have a, you have a 38 right there, you just showed me. So now
And
one
would you
second.
title each of your 4 quadrants
40.
slope intercept, point slope, point and slope I should say, point and slope, vertical, horizontal, and standard form. What would be an example of an equation that's in slope-intercept form? Make up one. Make it easy enough that it'll fit easy on graph paper, like don't use numbers in the hundreds. So it's got to start out y equals, y equals what?
2x plus 6.
Okay. You make up your own. Y equals 2x plus 6. And then I just want you to sketch, a pretty accurate, but just sketch a little graph that does that. Intercept is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slope of 2, up 2, over 1, or down 2, over 1. And that's your favorite. If you're given slope intercept, you're all good at graphing that. Make careless mistakes sometimes, but you know what you do. I think that's the easiest one to remember. Out of the other 3, what do you think is the next easiest?
Vertical and horizontal.
You know, for some, I mean, that's easy, but some people get them mixed up. So they're easy to do if you can keep them straight. So let's go to vertical and horizontal. Are the verticals x equals or y equals? This is vertical. Is it an x equals or a y equals? X equals. It's an x equals. So here's what I would do to help you keep that straight when you don't know. So an example of a vertical might be something like x equals 2. And here's what I would do for that. Just to make sure you don't goop it up. Just go make a little XY chart. And in this case, if x equals 2, fill all the x's with 2's. Y's can be anything. So let's keep them easy so they'll fit on our graph paper. You know, -3, 0, 5. I'm going to erase my horizontal spot. I'll fill in over there. So then you can't mess that up. When you go to graph it, if you go over 2, down 3, over 2, up 0, over 2, up 5, there you see your vertical line that's over at x equals 2. But if you'll do this little trick, I don't think you'll goof that up. Stay in the same box. You have room to do horizontal, right? I don't. So stay in that lower left. So if it's horizontal, well, if that was x equals, this is going to be a y equals. What do you want? Y equals. What do you like today? 1. So to help you not to mess that up, just go fill the y's in with a bunch of 1s, and then pick x's that'll fit on your paper easy. -2, 0, 3. And if you go graph that, left 2, up 1, 0, up 1, over 3, up 1, and so then there's your y equals 1 line. I know it's backwards. You think y equals, you think y ought to be like your y-axis. Okay? Out of your other two, I wrote this as point and slope. I didn't the first time. Put in, either given point and a slope. You know, somebody give me a point. Any point. 3, 2. Give me a slope to use. M equals
2/6.
Okay. So if you're given point and a slope, that's like that number 7 off of your quiz we just did. Go graph that first. Over 3, up 2. Go put the point in place, and then count your slope. Up 2 or over 2? Up 2. Up 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's your up 2 over 6, and we started from the point 3, 2. I'm going to pick your standard form just to make it work out nice. But you already told me earlier, capital AX plus capital BY equals C. I'm just going to pick nice numbers like 2x minus 5y equals 10. 2x minus 5y equals 10. What's it take to graph that? There's a lot of right answers.
Either make the XY chart or move the X.
Either make an XY chart or rearrange it into y equals mx plus c. You can do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I'm going to make an XY chart because I picked nice numbers. 2 and 5 both divide into 10. If not, I probably would have rearranged, choose a little better stuff. And so what should I pick for x? 0. So if I put a 0 in, 2 times 0, that's just 0. And if negative 5y equals 10, y would be negative 5 times what makes 10? Negative 2. And then let's go pick something for y. What do you want to pick? You pick anything. How about 7? How about 4? Yeah, I don't like 7, I don't like 4 either. How about 0? And now we're going to put a 0 in for the y, so 5 times 0, that's 0. And if 2x equals 10, we don't need a calculator. It is 5. And then just go graph these 2 points. 0, negative 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.
What are the numbers on that?
What's that?
What are the numbers?
0, 0 and 5.
That's it?
Good. That's you're blanking out the one variable. Hey, do you think it'd be wise to put the generic forms of those underneath, maybe in a different color?
We could do that.
And what would be the kind of generic form for vertical and horizontal? there one for that? Is it X equals hashtag?
No, so I don't know. I don't think, I can't,
Y
yeah.
equals hashtag?
Don't have one. Slope intercept form, certainly. Y equals mx plus b. In standard form, capital AX plus capital BY equals capital C. This wasn't for point slope form. This was just if you're given a point and you're given slope, that you can just go directly and graph it.
That looked pretty good, though.
Let's go to the right-hand side of the page. It's got a little more to it. So it's got a title list of what? Writing equation. Writing equation. And we're going to have 4 scenarios to that too. I'm going to add to the heading. Writing equation if I have, and I'm going to go dot, 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 and then I won't have to keep writing that out. Writing equation if I have and the first one's going to be slope and y-intercept. In a bit, we will write an equation if you're given, if you have to start out with slope and y-intercept. And the next one, over here to the right, what if they give a slope and a point that is not the y-intercept? We'll go back and we'll do all these. How do we write an equation if we have 2 points? And the last one, what if I'm given a point, just 1 point, and I'm told to be parallel to another line? Find some colored chalk. See how it shows up. What about pink? Pink will show up. Everybody caught up? Got 4 things we're going to run through? Okay, slope, I need a slope.
2/3.
Okay. I need a y-intercept. I'm going to go 2. So I'm going to say 0, 2. That's a y-intercept, ordered pairs, you know. X is 0, y-intercept is 2. How would we make our equation? Yeah, I think, what was the beginning? I think you said it. Yep. We just used slope intercept. Y equals 2/3 x plus 2. That's an easy one, isn't it? Which one do you want to do next?
Next.
2 points? Okay. I need 2 points.
2, 1.
0, 1, and?
4, 7.
Okay.
4, 7.
I'm afraid I'm not going to have enough paper, or it's going to be too low for you to see. So I'm gonna move the 2 points up here to all this. So we're working on 2 points. And we decided one could be 0, 1, and 4, 7. Did one of these last week. Remember what we got to do first? Can, but what if they'd be huge? Like what if it was 123, negative 19? We gotta find the slope. Bingo. So, first thing, find the slope. So, 7 minus 1, you know how to find the slope, and 4 minus 0 looks like 6 over 4. Just gonna make those a little bit smaller. 3 over 2 is the same as 6 over 4. My numbers are small. Find the slope. Then what? Plug it into what? Use, what do you say? I don't know I know the slope, but I don't know the y-intercept. I do for this one, pretend you don't. Pretend it's a 5-1 or something. You pick one and then what's the, so then use point slope. I shouldn't let you use that point. Use point slope, which goes y minus y sub 1 equals m, and x minus x sub 1. And you're right, that's where your slope goes. Found it? Now I'm going to use it. And then you need to pick one of your 2 points. Which one you like? First one or second one?
Second one.
Second one, okay. Then I put that into y minus the 7 and x minus the 4. Gotta clean that up. We'll make it fractions. We'll be okay. So we got y minus 7 equals 3/2 times x. That's okay. Minus 3/2 times 4. You can do that. Think of your 4 as 4 over 1. What's 3 times 4 across the top? 12 over 2. 12 over 2? 6. And then let's just finish it up. Let's get rid of this subtract 7. Let's add 7 to both sides. So I didn't think I'd have room over there. Y equals 3/2 x and a negative 6 and a positive 7. Positive 1, yep. You don't like that kind, do you? But with this point up here, once you knew your slope, you could have went to slope and y-intercept and just did y equals 3/2 x plus 1. Look, that's what we got. Y equals 3/2 x plus 1. I would have done it. Alright, we got this one checked off then. I guess we better do this one. Now this one's kind of going to go backwards of what we just did. Give me a slope to use. 1 or 1 over 2? Is that what?
3.
Yeah. Okay. So we got slope of 1 over 2. A point that is not the y-intercept. 7, 2. So you know slope and you know a point. What do you need? Which 4? You know slope and you know point. Point slope. That's why it gets its name. So use point slope. You already practiced that once today. So y minus 2 equals what then? 1 over 2 parentheses x minus 7. You keep working. I'm going to clean this up here. So y minus 2 equals 1/2 x minus, what's a half times 7? 3.5. Okay, that'll work. Add 2 to both sides. Y equals 1/2 x. That's a negative 3.5 or positive 2?
So minus 1.5.
There, we made it. Wish they had big chalkboards they could raise or lower it. I've always done that.
Oh, you see them?
Sounds like we'll finish up tomorrow, but we gotta keep it practicing. There you go. Here's the worksheet, no, there you go. I'll get you guys over here. Oh, good, Matt, they done with homework. You get homework?
I'm listening.
Hey, Dylan, you didn't get a homework? You can't leave that on homework paper.
Yeah, we can.
Jeez.
You can use the homework, you can get paid for it.
Oh, well, that's true. Then they'd be sad.
Oh, we can got this. One half times X and one half X. One half times 7 is 3.5.
Yeah.
So you have y minus 2 equals 1 half 3.5. You have 2 across.
You have, shoot, let's see, it's tomorrow, there's just sort of, can you stop by after school?
Yeah.
You got a minute? Yeah. You'd be better at that, so that's gonna be better at that. Okay.
And there's the always to
Isn't that homework Friday? Okay, beautiful.
Oh, she's good.
Are you
Oh.
What is I know, what color is that? Purple?
Okay, so this will be my reminder for